And we had, so we started doing it in the second series. So we did robots for about 5 years. So we had Zorro, Ming the Merciless, and
Ming 2.
Ming 2, that's right.
And then Ming 3 up there.
Yeah, that's right, that's it. And we did it because at the time my two oldest sons were, I think, 11 and 9. It was lots of fun.
And that's is that one of them there? Because
sorry,
and that's one of them there, isn't it?
No, it's my youngest. So George is my youngest. Yeah, he's 26 now. So yeah, and I've got 4 boys. And we did it right at the beginning when it was Craig Charles and Philip Forrester.
Yeah.
It was lots of fun, but it was hard work.
Yeah. Do you still have Zorro?
I do, and I still have Ming Dynasty as well.
Oh, yeah.
I still have 2 robots, and I still have. So we did a spin-off after Robot Wars. We built mobile robotic combat systems.
I played those. I remember playing those at Lego.
Yeah, we put exactly. I had one at Legoland. Yeah, you played on that, didn't you?
Yeah, all the way back in 2005.
Good God, yes.
Yeah.
I did. Wow. Well, I've still got one system, but we did convert it to a mobile bar, and now my oldest son uses it as Cots Bar. So if you Google Cots Bar, you'll see it converted to a mobile drinks bar.
All right.
But so there we go. So
yeah. So one question I have is there's 2 other members of the team that were not part of the Good family. There was like Tim Hurdle and Fox Abraham.
Yeah, that's right.
How did you know them? Because they were just like.
Well, it was a long time ago. I don't speak to either of them anymore now. But that was very good. That was a long time ago. Gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we did, and I think at one point had one of my other sons involved.
Yeah.
I think Elliot was involved, I think, with one of them. But this is a long time ago.
Oh.
20-something years.
You can't remember how they were.
Well, it was just friends of mine that were available at the time, and they got involved. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Well.
And there's a story about, because Ming Dynasty was seeded in Series 7, there's like a rumour going around, like when they can't find the source, that it was because Dominator 2 dropped out. Were you told in advance, or did you...
No, I can't remember. You know, I cannot remember. That was such a long time ago. And we only sort of did it for fun. Ming Dynasty was, we did a robot that looked good, but we never thought it would stand any chance to win. We didn't really do it to win. We only did stuff for fun.
We did get the trophy, the tag team though.
We did. You know a lot. You're very good. We won. We drew, and we fought against some Americans at the tag team challenge.
It was because it was in the Nickelodeon series.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. It was. Gosh. And they got very upset because we beat them. Very upset. And we were really good friends with, Razor. So
because that's where you built the robot.
So we did the robot thing we did afterwards with them, which we did in Legoland.
Oh, yeah.
They helped out with that, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, because there's a huge online community about Robot Wars. It's a huge cult following. There's a Robot Wars wiki I'm filming for now, and that's how I got known of it. This stuff, and they've actually found like details about qualifiers and because on all these websites.
Good God.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm surprised. Well, I mean, we do have. I get surprised every week because I only put that up there for fun, And I have to say, every single week somebody comes in and asks something about Robot Wars, or they want to film the robot, which is great, But it's so long after the event.
Yeah.
Well, it feels it to me. Very good. It was fun. Yeah, I wish. I spent a lot of money on doing the Robogeddon thing. And I only did it because I got carried away. We designed the speed controllers, and we designed, I've lost track, I can't really remember how much money it cost me, but we couldn't make it work in the parks because it was a revenue share thing, and it just didn't make enough money. But doing the whole thing, I think I probably spent 600, 800,000 or something. A lot of money, But, some you win, some you lose, and we never really. We've got robot fighting systems in places like Kuwait, we sold one to people in Kuwait. And it was quite fun, actually. I'll tell you a little witty that not many people will know. So Ian Lewis and me went out to Kuwait to install the Robogeddon system out there in Kuwait, right? And we were put up by the people there, and they put us up, they looked after us, really nice. And when we came back, we flew business class and all the rest of it. So when we came back through Kuwait, through the airport afterwards, we were bringing tools back, and we were suddenly guards surrounding us up against the wall in Kuwait at the airport, because they x-rayed our bags, and they thought we were carrying detonators in the bags.
Yeah.
And it was rivets, but it looked like detonators apparently.
Yeah.
So Ian and I up against the wall, you know.
Yeah. Jill had that same problem. They thought the flipper was a gun. They thought it because it looked
really
because it was a long. Because it was disassembled,
right?
And this long thing. It looked for a security. It looked like a rifle. So they had to take everything back apart, get it into the filming, and they had to literally build it right up until the time. They got it just in front of the filming.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, this was years ago now, though. But I mean, and I would probably think twice about trying to bring rivets back now. But it was quite, you know, it was quite entertaining. After the event, during.
Did you watch the rebooted series Road Wars at all? I mean,
I didn't. No, I didn't. And I did have a chat with Ian about it. I know Ian took Razor back in, and it was really. The day was gone, you know. And I think way back at the beginning, it was all about having fun, but it became very polarized, and spinning disc robots and what have you, it could release huge amounts of potential energy in a split second. They were the robots that were really, you know, and Razor would have been completely, you know, I mean, Ian's pretty damn good at Simon, really good at driving, but if you collide with a tooth of a 20 kilogram spinning disc that's running at 1,000 RPM, then a lot of energy hits you instantly, and you get that sort of damage, you know, and to a work of art like Razor, for me, it wouldn't really be worth it. I would be, you know, I know Ian was upset by some of the stuff that went on, because, you know, you could be wrecked in seconds. I mean, I remember back in the early days, there were, I forget the name of the robot now, but there was a school teacher who came in with the school kids, and they had plastic robots, and you get hit by something that's metal, it's a spinning disc, and you're absolutely obliterated in a split second. And they used to come off set with plastic bags, bin liners, with the robots in bits, you know, it's sad. And it was, I mean, it were good old days. You know, it was all done right back in the early days. It was done, I think we went up there and we filmed the entire thing within 2 weeks. It was all done, quick succession stuff.
Any memories of like things that were even cast or like the qualifier battle?
Not really. I mean, the most fun thing I can remember was we fought against Mortis, and we had a bit of fun. And I dressed my oldest boy Alex up to look like, I forget his name now, Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur.
That's right. And we did a bit of a ZZ Top take, and I had a baby backpack with. Because, what's his name, the other guy?
Yeah, he had
this ridiculous contraption that you push a button and it flicks the arms, and it was all a little bit over the top. Fun, you know, but we took it a bit too seriously, I think. And we took the piss, and Alex dressed up as Arthur, and I had this thing on my back, you know, with a teddy in it or something. And I remember we did go on and we had a chat. I don't think this ever went out, but Philippa was interviewing me, and we came on and I took the mickey, and she said, "What? I hear your robot's made of something new." I said, yeah, it's made of bullshitanium, and it's a really, you know, I said, "You've really got a job to get through that." I said, "I'm really thinking we'll win with that." Anyway, they filmed it, and they did the whole thing, and then Philippa came to me afterwards. She said, "Thanks very much for stitching me up." She said, "We couldn't use that piece." And I said, "Well, why?" She said, well, you called it Borshitanium, and I was believing you. I said, well, your fault really, but you know. It was fun. It was fun. Well, there we go. Lots of water under the bridge, many, many years ago.
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
fun.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.